Hey Sammy and everyone over there at Sammy Masonry. I hope you're doing well. My name is Charles. I had left you a voicemail about sending you a screencast, this short video showing you what I do. Not only that, showing you how you can get more clients coming into you organically. That means without paying for advertisements, without paying for a home advisor, without paying for Angie's List, etc., where you still have to fight for leads. Um, Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I know a lot of business owners don't have the time to actually research this. There's a huge, steep learning curve. And also, there's so much information out there, so many different people who offer different services. And I just wanted to prove myself by showing you, giving you these free recommendations, giving you value up front. And if you like it, in fact, I encourage you, take this, use it, implement these things if you can. If you like this video, and I do have more tricks up my sleeve, I'd be more than willing to work with you. Also, there's about 90% of people use Google to look for services like yours locally. 70% of those do not leave the front page. So if you're on the front page, that's like free advertising for you. And you'll start to get more and more leads, which can turn into more and more clients, which helps grow your business. So, without wasting any more time, let me get started. The things I want to talk about are, the three things are content, citations, and backlinks. But before I get started with those three, I just wanted to mention a few things about your website. First thing I can see is that it's not secure. And other people can see that sometimes they get if they're trying to come to your website, sometimes they'll get a warning that it's not secure, which means they're less likely to come onto your website. Another thing I notice is that you have a lot of links here to the kind of stuff you do, the work you do. However, if I click on one of them, like let's say drain pipes, it takes me to Angie's List. A lot of those links go to Angie's List, and I'm noticing that you are not in in any of these listings that you're linking to. So I don't understand why you have that there, because it seems like you're taking traffic that's already on your website away from you. So let me not waste any more time with that. Let me just talk about the three things, which are content, citations, and backlinks. But I do encourage you to work on these links. It would be more advisable if you had pages which show what you do, and if you past jobs that you've done with fireplaces, firewood, etc., so that it can link to your site instead of taking people away from you. Second thing First thing I want to talk about, the three things I want to talk about: content, citations, and backlinks. Let's talk about content first. Content is everything on your front page. Everything that I've highlighted here, that you can see in blue, all the pictures, the text, the words behind the pictures, meaning what the pictures are saved as well, and the meta tags. For example, that one picture is saved as this string of letters and numbers. It's advisable with Google to have about 1,000 to 1,500 words of authoritative text on your front page. And then that authoritative text should also be in your back pages. Now, by authoritative, I mean text that shows who you are, what you do, the locations you service, the services you provide, etc. So you should have you should talk about all of these services that you provide on your front page. And the reason is, Google will start to pick you up and put you in front of those searches that are relevant to those services. Not only that, you need to saturate or litter all this text with keywords. Keywords are those phrases that people type into Google to search for your business. For example, if I go to Google and I search for Connecticut Masonry, that's a keyword. And you'll see the different results. I'm going to talk about this results page in a few minutes, but that has to do with content. So definitely, I would increase the amount of content that you have on your page, and make sure you saturate it with keywords. You'd have to do a bit of research for what keywords your target audience would be searching for. There are tools out there, and I'll show you one where you can find out the search volume for certain searches, etc. And also look at your competitors and find out why Google is putting them in front. What keywords are they using? And make sure you use the same, so that you're competing with your competitors. Second thing I want to talk about is citations, and that has, let's come back to the search. It has to do with this part of a Google search. Now, usually you'd see some advertisements here. If you're in a niche where there's a lot of advertising, you'd see Google ads. Google ads are always hit or miss. A lot of people have ad blockers, which means that they'll miss out on a lot of Google ads. Google ads also kind of get expensive. They're good for fast leads, but they do get kind of expensive because they're pay per click. So it depends on the niche that you're in. All right, so this second part here of the Google search result is called the map pack, and that has to do with citations. Now, ranking higher and higher in the map pack, which is 3 businesses and a map of the local area, ranking higher in here has to do with citations. Now, a citation is anywhere in any directory in the internet that your name, address, and phone number are cited. So, for example, on Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Superpages.com, Dexnos, Yext, Whitepages.com, etc. The more relevant citations, according to your niche, which is you do a lot of business, so masonry, stucco, siding, concrete work, etc. Those relevant directories, make sure you're in there, and the higher number, the higher quality, the higher you'll rise here. Now, there are tools out there like WhiteSpark or Bright Local. These tools help analyze your competition, find out what directories they're in, so that you can be in the same directories. Not only that, you want to double or triple the number of citations so you stay on the top for relevant searches of this map pack. The third part of the searches is known as the organic search listings. Now, this is below the map pack, and this has a lot to do with backlinks. If you think of the internet as a connection of web pages, a backlink is when one web page links to your web page. So, for example, if there's a conference about stucco contractors, and they mention you in a blog of theirs and they have a link to your site, that's known as a backlink. Not all backlinks are the same, because as compared to a convention of stuckers, if a Arby's in Massachusetts has a link to you, that's not as relevant. So Google does pick that up and sees that it's spammy and will drop you down in relevancy. I'm going to go back to the tool that I have. It's called Ahrefs, and with Ahrefs we can look at your competition. We can analyze your competition. So let's take Connecticut Masonry, and I'm going to put them into the tool that I have here, and we're going to analyze their backlinks and also look at the keywords that they're ranking for. They have about 64 backlinks only from 14 domains. So I know that this is not that hard to catch up with, and Google is picking them up for Connecticut Masonry. See, 250 people look for that search term, and that's the one I had put into Google every month, and they get 25 people because they're in the 3rd position. They're also ranking for like Connecticut Masonry contractors. Now, these search terms, these keywords, are known as by intent. Anyone who's searching for Connecticut Masonry contractors is probably looking for a contractor because they have a job. 100 people look for that every month. They barely get any traffic because they're in the 22nd position, which is about the 3rd page of Google. So it's up to your website person or your SEO person to research your contractors, see the keywords that they're ranking for, look at the volume of searches per month, and then rank higher than them by adding relevant backlinks. Let's go back to overview. I'm going to look at their backlinks. By adding relevant research in the backlinks, adding the most relevant, powerful ones. And then not only that, you want to double or triple the amount of backlinks that you have, so that you stay on top of your competitors for different searches. So you can see, these are all the backlinks. This is what I was looking for. This is a Russian. It has something to do with masonry. Let's go to the site and look at it. It's all in Russian. Google does take this into account, And if it seems a bit spammy, which this one does, well, it seems like it's a directory in Russia, so it might not be as spammy. However, they don't have that many backlinks. Let's take your site and just analyze them. Like I said, your site is not secure, so please, it would help if you can fix that. And let's say how many backlinks you have compared to your competitor, and then we're going to look at the keyword, how many keywords as well that you have. Okay, you have about 51 from only 6 domains. Google is picking you up for 5 keywords, which are all, well, they're all the same. You're getting from the 60 people, you're getting about 8 people who come in there because you're 5th or 6th position for this keyword, for when someone types in Sammy Masonry. So someone would have to know your name. If they don't know your name, it's very hard to find you because there's no other keywords that are relevant on your site. Just as an example, I just did a bit of research and I saw for this keyword, Connecticut Masonry, about 250 people look for that every month. Siding contractors in Hartford, about 30 people look for that a month. Masonry, Hartford, Connecticut, 70 people look for that per month. Concrete repair, Hartford, Connecticut, about 50 people look for that per month. Concrete contractors in Connecticut, 150 people look for that per month. So what I'm just trying to show you is that there's a lot of volume, and I'm sure from all this volume, at least if you would get even 20 people, 20 converted clients, say 50 people come and 20 convert into clients, I'm sure that would help grow your business. So those are the 3 tips I wanted to give you: content, citations, and backlinks. Feel free to use them. Give them to your website or SEO person. If you like what you've seen and you'd like to work together, I'm more than willing to help you grow using the asset that you currently have, your website. My name is Charles again, and my phone number is within the email, and my email, obviously, you can reply to me by email, call me, or text me on my phone number. Thank you very much.